There are a lot of ways to make gaming pay these days. Thanks to the internet, the rise of esports, and sites like YouTube, there are limitless ways to make gaming your day job. But oh my god, not like this. And in all seriousness, this isn't going to be a fun topic. This is serious stuff. This is real.
Gamers in the southern American state of Venezuela are making their hobby pay the bills. But not in any sense you might think is fun or enjoyable. No, you see, Venezuela is currently going through what you'd call an economic crisis. Despite being the wealthiest country in Latin America for a time, things in Venezuela are not good at the moment. It has the world's worst inflation, meaning its currency is basically worthless. Food is so scarce that almost 3/4 of its citizens report involuntary weight loss. Crime levels are sky high, and the murder rate is equivalent to 2004 Iraq, which, by the way, was at war at the time.
We did warn you. Things aren't good in Venezuela is the gist of it. If those bullet points are enough to give you a brief overlook, things are bad in Venezuela. Did you think of something then?
No, you said bullet points, but you're talking about war and then bullet points right, and people getting murdered. I thought that was a bit insensitive, that, Mike.
Okay.
So, in a bid to scrape by through this unimaginable hardship, gamers have turned to gold farming in the 2001 MMO Runescape just to put food on the table. Seriously.
Gold farming in RuneScape is the practice of grinding certain aspects of the game, that is, playing it repetitively and laboriously, just to earn in-game currency or content that can be exchanged unofficially for cash in the real world. And as one anonymous Venezuelan player told Kotaku, the truth is, there are people who, if they did not play, they could not eat and would die of hunger. I have friends who play daily, and if they do not play, they do not eat that day. RuneScape players regularly report seeing dozens of gold farmers gathering at locations in the game like the Blast Mine and East Dragons. Regular players, yes, you heard right, that's regular players of the 2001 MMO Runescape, have in the past asked developers Jagex to ban all gold farmers. Back in 2007, someone even set up a vigilante-esque guide on how to hunt, kill and insult gold farmers in the game. Now that was apparently a joke, but it still split the community. Many were empathetic about the very real humanitarian disaster in Venezuela and realised that players there only turned to gold farming out of necessity. Others were angry at the negative impact that these gold farmers had on the game and its economy, while some absolute dickheads just found it amusing to kill the farmers and insult them in Spanish.
Gold farming has harmed the value of in-game items and actually made the game easier, thanks to the availability of items like Wine of Zamorak. It's an item that helps players gain experience more quickly, and its widespread availability, thanks to the work of gold farmers, has not only tanked the value of the item, but also made the game much less of a challenge. Developers Jagex claim to ban a whopping 10,000 gold farming related accounts every day. Senior product manager Matthew Kemp said, quote, "Gold farmers, wherever they are from, do mess up an economy and left unchecked can destroy it. It's very hard to put a definitive figure on what impact they have, but you can see changes in the player price of items in-game when the gold farmers focus on specific content. But as Venezuelan gold farmer Final told Kotaku, I know I'm not doing right by those who work hard for their game. When you don't know what the future promises and you fear for your life and the lives of those you care about, you kind of don't care about people's opinions."
So that puts our little shitty gaming internet dramas in perspective, doesn't it? People playing games because they need to eat is absolutely crazy. I couldn't believe this when I first read it, and it's just something that we feel that we should have told you guys about. This is a very real thing that's happening. People are logging in every day to play RuneScape just because they need to farm gold so that they can buy some food. It's absolutely mental. It's a very sorry state of affairs. It says an awful lot about the state of Venezuela, but also in a very dark way, kind of a good thing that they can do this, because they're choosing the game because they don't have to go outside. They don't have to risk the crime rates. They don't have to go and put themselves out there because they know that they're safe in their homes and that they can just stay inside and earn money at home. That's a better option for a lot of them than actually going out and trying to work out there.
I happen to think it's a pretty ingenious way to get by. I mean, you look for opportunities where you can when you're faced with hardships, right? And I think that these players finding this like opportunity and this way to make a little bit of money to get them by, I think this is great. Obviously, there's players players who play RuneScape say it's destroying their economy in the game. But think about the Venezuelan economy, you know what I mean?
Which is actually ruined.
Which is actually ruined. You're talking about first world problems versus real life third world problems here. So let's put this in perspective. I just wish there was a better way for the gaming industry to help these people in Venezuela. Very little news headlines about it, so we're not really that aware of what's going on. I don't know, collectively, what could we do to help as a gaming community? Maybe there is something we could do.
It is also very important to note that these aren't actually like bot farms or anything like that. It isn't like some kind of organised crime thing. It isn't like the kind of case where you get a lot of people just farming it and then in order to make a profit. These are like individual players, people on their own who just happen to have an old banger of a PC that can just about run RuneScape, and then they're thinking, oh, maybe I'll just file a bit of gold on that and then that'll earn me a bit of money. This is private people in their own homes, working alone, just trying to do this in order to make a bit of money. This isn't some kind of scheme, no kind of operation, there's no bots involved as far as we're aware. This is actual people manually farming for gold in the game to get a bit of money to eat. Okay, so there you go, that's not normally the kind of topic that we cover, but we thought it was pretty shocking and it just needed to be talked about. Let us know what you thought about it down in the comments. There'll be a link in the description if you want to know more. Thank you very much for watching, we'll see you next time.